If you look at a lot of juniors, they've got 100 or 200 million shares out. This has 28 million shares out, of which I own 6. And I placed all the stock personally. Even though I'm public, I placed all the stock personally. And to that end, those people have been shareholders with me for now 8 to 10 years and made an average of 1,000% on their previous investment. For instance, Rob McEwen made 1,000% on Tone, my previous company. I went public in October in Toronto on the Toronto Stock Exchange. I live in Vancouver and all my properties have always been in Nevada. This is my second venture. I was public in 2003 with a company called Tone, where I turned 78,000 Canadian dollars, US dollars, into 52 million. That company has gone from the junior Toronto Stock Exchange to the senior New York Stock Exchange, where I was last week with the fellow who took me over, Rob McEwen. My new company is again in Nevada. I started with 3 projects in October when I went public. I've added 1 project in the second quarter of this year. I've been trading for 6 months now. In that 6 months, I have drilled the first project. I went public in October, started drilling December the 2nd, drilled the Guild project from December 2nd through to the middle of March. With positive results, we've added claims to that project, and now we're permitting to drill it again. If Nevada was its own country, it would be the 4th largest gold producer in the world. We had the ReHots claims that Doug staked, the Overland Pass claims waiting on permits where we've had previous success, and the Guild project that we just drilled in the last quarter. Now, we've added another project in the first 6 months of the company. This is the Laura project, and the other thing we do is, as a junior, you have 2 ways to finance, either cash, but if the people really respect your skill set, you can do it for stock. So a lot of people think I went public just to sell stock. Well, in fact, I have my own investment bank with its own currency, and proof of that is the fellows that discovered 10 gold mines in the state of Nevada took stock for that project. Anyone else would have cost them millions of dollars to do Laura, which is 13 claims I acquired April the 13th, 3 miles from a 100 million ounce deposit operated by Barrick again. So with that in mind, I acquired that project for $10,000 and 100,000 shares for 70%. I can acquire the other 30% for an additional 200,000 shares if I'm successful. I am Scott Baxter, President and CEO of Sniper Resources. I'm the founder, President and CEO, and I also own the largest single share position of the company. My background is I'm a cross between a broker, a lawyer, and a prospector. Doug McEwen is my partner and vice president and geologist and the chief geologist for the company. Doug McEwen has discovered 10 million ounces in the state of Nevada. The rest of the management is Gare Leland, former vice president of the Toronto Stock Exchange, has known me for 25 years. David Jennings, a lawyer and teaches corporate governance to the Securities Commission in British Columbia. Sam Story, director from Tone, who lives in Phoenix, Arizona. The management in my company is extremely experienced and successful.